as we are considering street football, we see that street football is football 3-on-3, Pana 101, and a football freestyle. Okay, everybody who is working in this, so everybody who is doing street sports or street football has their own opinion, but I think we are close to this formula, at least at this year, all right? So, Ghetto Football EuroLeague. We thought whether we need to put Ghetto Football or not, but as long as we will operating with those events this year. So the tournaments which are organized by us will call Ghetto Football. Of course, together with our partners. Right now, for this project, with the helping of Erasmus Plus program, we have 11 countries involved. As you see, I will explain later what those countries are, but here is a small spoiler. The task is organize 11 3 versus 3 street football tournaments in 11 different cities. We did it here in Latvia, but we never did it across the world, across the Europe. So this is a hard task for us, first of all. Goal is to establish better relationship. For example, guys in Denmark can ask, hey, what's the difference between our organized tournament and your organized tournament? And I will say, this is about the easier community. So you can, this project brings, given a possibility for the kids, for the players to travel. And a better, and the biggest vision of this project, of course, is to establish local community, to encourage local communities to organize more and more events in their own countries. And our vision is that street football 3 versus 3 can gather the most of the audience, but of course there are a lot of established organizations who are already doing something. So, and exchanging our visions, exchanging our experience, we can do this better. So, sequence of the Ghetto Football EuroLeague is local qualification tournaments. It's optional for the partners, so partners can choose their own team who will travel across the Europe, and they even don't need the local tournaments, but we want you to organize those tournaments. Second, what this project is about, it's a Grand Prix in 10 tournaments in 10 different cities. This is the map of the EuroLeague. So we will start. So right now the schedule looks like this, but with our partners we will work on and improve our schedule. So our plan is to start on the 21st of March in Barcelona and move up north. So Milan, Italy, Đakovo, Croatia, Budapest, Hungary, Prague, Czech Republic, Brussels, Belgium, then Amsterdam, Netherlands, Copenhagen, Denmark, Berlin, Germany, and Warsaw in Poland. And in the end of this, super final in Riga. So you saw a few of partners, and a few partners will all be on this stage. So you will see their projects. So the best part of it, that it will happen 100%. And the second best part of it, that we have strong partners in each country to who to organize together with this project. This is a small blueprint of this event. So we will have 4 pitches, 15 to 10 meters. So the same as we're playing in Riga or in another towns of Latvia. Duration of tournament is from 4 to 5 hours. So it's pop-up event. Come, play, win, and go home there and prepare for the next tournament. We are expecting our... depends on the way you play. We're expecting the maximum of 40 or 64 teams, because if there is only 4 courts, so that means this is the amount of how many teams can play and participate in a proper way. Of course, you can. Yeah, so the rules are 3 person in one team plus 1 for subs. We play with a futsal ball or a monta ball or urban ball, whatever. So what partner would be interested in this project, all right? Gate size, the length of the game, 5 or 6 minutes, depends on the format. No judges, but there will be observers. This is a detail, and we have one golden rule. Open aggression is disqualification. So if you hit someone, you will be prohibited from any tournament in the future. So you hit one time, you will never play in those tournaments. Age group from 16 plus to 35. So, but I think we don't have a limitation for older people. This is a migration plan. It's from one side, it's quite complex, but for example, we have a team from Copenhagen, so that means team from Copenhagen or qualified teams from Copenhagen will travel to Spain, will travel to Netherlands, will travel to Germany, and will travel to Poland. So, and respectively in Poland will participate teams from Prague, from Copenhagen, and from Berlin. So this is quite complex, but this is the best part of this tournament, that teams or players from another countries have many tickets to participate in other parts of Europe, as you saw in previous. This is how you can get in the super final, but I don't want to be in the details. I have 47 seconds. So there are two ways how you can get in the finals. Or you will be in the top 10 of the teams, or you need to win one of the rounds. All right? So, and the other idea, of course, we need much more, not minutes, not seconds, but hours to explain this. But basically, all of this tournament, there was a question before. Is it possible for one event to change the lives of the people? I can't remember who, and the answer was no, one event cannot change the lives. I think opposite. I think one event can change. One event can give you a fire to bring the fire to the next person and to bring more and more tournaments so get the fire to start another fire. So this is how we think, and our idea behind this, we would like to help, but not by ourselves. We would like have this in all the biggest cities in the world, like Grizinkals, like Riga, multifunctional park where you can play one day you can play street football, one day you can play street basketball, whatever. Most of the partners, every day, as we see, every year by year, have their own places. And I believe that those places will become bigger and bigger every year by year. So slowly, but we believe that kind of these parks will become more common thing in the world. And we hope that cities are in need of those places and the people who are operating those places. All right? So thank you very much for your attention. And this is, yeah, how we're going to do this project. Thank you. I have two questions. So how did I start Ghetto football and who I was before, before football? Before Ghetto football, I was football player, but I quit. And before I started to, I'm not afraid of this word, work in this organization, because this is how I did. Yeah, I finished chemistry in university, so I have bachelor degree in chemistry, but it doesn't it's not what attracts me, because when I finished, I started to think, oh, it's too not without the movement for me. So I decided to quit chemistry, and yeah, then I work in a regular shop. So, and this is the one day Raymond called me, and he heard somewhere that I'm emceeing events. He invited me, and this is how my things started here. So now I can imagine that I'm not doing ghetto football or things concerning the football. So if so, thank you for the question. If 3 versus 3 becomes big, I don't understand this question because here is a if. 3 versus 3 becomes big. How do you ensure that traditional football players and futsal players don't take over the game? I'm not sure. I'm sure. In Latvia, regular football and futsal players already taken over ghetto football since day one. This is the answer. But we are doing this for 9 years. We are not afraid of football players or because we believe that street football. Okay, I'm not speaking about the 13 years old or teens or something. I'm speaking about right now for 21-year-old football player who is playing in highest league in Latvia, but he's thinking, oh, maybe he can earn more money doing business or something. So for him, and he has no motivation to continue play football in higher league because you will earn 700 euros. It's not interesting here, right? So, and a ghetto football gives the second opportunity for those players who want to continue and play football just for fun, because a lot of players coming from like big football or futsal, but by the way, there are a lot of players from who started their way on the streets and they are playing in the same team. There is no problem. So this is a question also about like social inclusion. So I see no problem in professional players here. And another question, Kas, what drives you? I don't know. It's a hard question, but what? Yeah. Also, motivation is to. I am motivated when I see new, fresh ideas of things what we are doing. So we traveled for 18 days during this European project. We were scouting the countries, and every country was motivating us to do something new, something more better. Of course, I'm not. I don't want to hide that money is also motivation, because if there will be no money, you can't fly here. Be honest to each other, right? So, or you can't buy the food there. So, but it's not the main motivation. The main motivation is I will be too trivial to love things what you do. So I'm doing music, and it not brings me money, not brings any money, but I still doing this because I just like it.